Hi, hello, and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be doing a draw with me again, as you can see, but this time, just like last draw with me, I'm in collaboration with Arrtx. They sent me more markers, but this one is the acrylic marker set with 60 colors. I'll insert a clip here so you can, actually see properly and stuff, because it's a bit of a weird angle. But I'm really excited to try these. I got these before Christmas time, but because of the holidays and everything, I just didn't have time to film and post a video and even draw. I barely drew in my sketchbook these past few weeks. I've mostly been focusing on digital art and stuff like that. So yeah, let's try this stuff out. I already have the sketch prepared because this is my second time filming. I was trying to film the other day, but I was not feeling it. Like, I was sick. I mean, I'm still sick, so if I sound congested or weird, that's probably why. But I was like feeling really bad, so I didn't end up finishing the recording, and the sun was going down, so my lighting was really bad. It's like midday right now, so hopefully the lighting isn't too horrid. If it is, I'll try to figure it out when as the sun progresses further down. And my room gets darker. Hopefully I can put a lamp on or something to make the lighting a little bit better. But anyways, back to the markers. This is how they look like. It has quite a few things. Thank you card, thank you note. I really enjoy these because I can paste it in my sketchbook later. I really love that. So this is the layers. We got the like warm toned markers here. And then we have these ones, the cooler ones, pinks. And then we have some blues and greens, which I actually really like. I really like the green color. Like, I'm not really like a huge green fan, but lately I've been liking green and pink a lot. So I guess that's my new favorite colors. And then the last one, which I don't think we can take out, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna leave it in here for now. But then we got like the neutrals and everything, and then a little bit more greens and blues. So actually I'll set it up here. But first, let me show you the sketch that I drew. I did have, I didn't record it. I recorded everything else, but I didn't record this. But this is the sketch. It's my persona. Can you see? Oh, there you go. It's my persona, and because I kind of want to finalize her design a bit. And I was thinking maybe doing new sprites for my videos as well, for my digital art videos. So I just want to finalize her design and everything. So yeah, that's what this is. And I did already swatch them again when I tried to record yesterday. So that's all the swatches and colors and everything. It has a decent amount of colors. Like I said, 60 markers is a lot. So I feel like I could do a lot with this. And it's like a nice variety too. Like, they have warmer pinks or like cooler pinks and purples, so I like that a lot. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I set them up. I'm kind of just a little bit scared because I've actually never used it fully. I do have another set that I wasn't sent. I just bought it by myself. It's the 30 marker set. I don't know if it's the pastel one. I'm pretty sure it is because it's got a decent amount of pastel colors mostly. I think that this is the pastel set, but as you can see, the marker is a lot different than this marker. Like, the thing is a lot different. Here's a bit like up close. I really like the design of these. Like, I like how it has a little flower and then the smiley face. I think it's super cute because like you can see the color in between. Anyways, I really like the like I said, the design of it all. It's very different because here you have to shake these ones because it has like a little cartridge inside here where the color is being mixed with like a little ball. That's why you have to shake it so the color comes out evenly. But for these ones, it's just it's kind of just normal. Like, it has a bit like a felt tip, which I think is the same kind of tip on these ones as well. But yeah, I think these are also really nice. I think this design is a lot cuter, but either way, I really like these, and I use pastel colors often. As my last draw with me, I literally used pastel markers, so this was a good purchase for me. And then the lovely people at Arrtx obviously sent me these for free to try them out, so I'm really grateful for that because, you know, I love to try new things. So yeah, I guess we'll just get right into it. I have seen people use these before to, like in videos and stuff that I watch. So I guess we'll just see how it goes. I guess we'll see what colors I can use for my skin tone, which I think is this one. No, 303, which is going to be this one. Okay. And it says to shake. Woo! It says to shake, like I said before. It has like little, if you can hear, it has like a little ball or something in there to mix the colors so it comes out evenly. I think this should be a good one for my skin tone. Okay. Oh wait, I was literally just about to start coloring, but I feel like I should erase the sketch a little bit, at least just a little, so that you don't see any lines. Okay, I erased it just a little bit. I can still read the lines a little bit. I don't know if you can see on camera, but I can see pretty fine, especially in the face area. I wanted to keep it where I can actually see. Okay, now we can actually start coloring. Okay, so I wanted to draw my Sona because I kind of had like a storyline for her a little bit. My like little concept for her is that she's like, I don't know if it's normal for your persona to have a backstory or like a story in general, because it is kind of like a representation of me, but she's kind of her own as well. She's kind of a character in itself. So she's kind of like a little person, like a tiny person, and almost like a fairy, but she doesn't have any fairy features. But she's like a fixing fairy. She like fixes people's clothes and stuff like that, like with little buttons and everything. As creepy as that sounds, it's not meant to be creepy. It's just supposed to, like, she kind of just like fixes things and like creates new things. And yeah, she's kind of a little bit, I guess, like a tinker. If you guys ever watched the Tinkerbell movies, it's kind of like that, I guess, because she likes making things. And yeah, that's kind of all that I have for her. That's what I kind of wanted to incorporate her design to be very like, to have a lot of like buttons and sewing motifs, which I didn't, I don't know if I'll add in this drawing, but I plan to do like a digital drawing showing the design more clearly, because I usually can't get the colors that I want with my markers. I can only get close enough. Okay. I think that's good. That's pretty good. And I know these markers are acrylic markers don't bleed. It does warp the paper a little bit, which I actually don't mind. I kind of like it because it adds some texture, because they're water-based. So it's kind of like if you were to use watercolors on the thing. Anyways, the shade color, I can probably use this one here, which I think was the one I initially picked up. Yeah, I can use this one for shading. I really like how smooth these are and how juicy it is. Because like I said, because it's got like an ink cartridge instead of whatever the other one had. It's super juicy, which I like. And what I use acrylic markers just for like tiny details. I never actually used it to fully color before. But I like to use them for that purpose because it covers, like I said, the coverage is really good and it covers up mistakes. So that's why I use these ones. I don't think I've tried another brand before. I've only tried these ones, so I don't know if it's just a universal acrylic marker thing, but okay. And then we go over with this so we can get a bit of a smoother. Oh, wait! There's a technique I've seen people do where they'll get like a brush and they mix this with water so it kind of like blends really well. So I think I'll do that for the blush. Okay, I do like this kind of blending technique. I think it's interesting because these, like I said, these are water-based, so you can kind of use them like watercolors, which I'm a little bit more comfortable with in terms of like how I use, or if I've used them before. I like how pink this shade is. It's kind of perfect because the color scheme I'm going for this page is going to be pretty pink. Not pretty pink, pretty bright. Obviously we'll have pink in it. I'm a pink girl. Okay, I think I can add this in the shadows just a little bit to add a second shadow color. Sometimes I like doing that. I don't like shade too much on my traditional art. Sometimes I will. I hope you can hear me. I just realized I feel like I'm talking too soft. And also, like I said, I'm congested, so I'm gonna sound a little bit funny. Okay, I like the method of doing that because I kind of like the blended look. I don't really sell shade unless I'm using my alcohol markers. Okay, I'm gonna go over again with this. I don't know if you have to shake it every time or just every time, maybe if it sits out. Okay, I'm gonna go over again with this so I can get a nice blend. This is a nice technique. I'm a fan. I don't know where I learned this from. Definitely someone, this is not my idea. I just don't remember who. I know, what's her name? Just Me Art. They use this technique. Okay, I think that's good for the coloring of the skin. I'm just gonna put this back here. Okay. Now let's move on to the eyes, which are just brown, which I can use. I'll keep this on hand for next time. I think I can use this one, T650. I think that should be good. I like this shade of brown, it's not too much. It's a nice kind of more on the warmer side. Okay. Aw, it's kind of cute. I like how solid it looks. Like, I don't know how to explain it. The lineless style, which I will line this at the end, so it's not going to stay lineless. But I do like that style if I ever decide to try that one day, because it gives a very soft look, like I said. On the topic of persona, do you guys have like a persona for the other artists that are watching this? Do you guys use a persona, or do you just use yourself if you've never shown your face before? Like, how do you draw your persona? Does it look like you? Is it like what you wish you looked like? Is it, I don't know, a completely non-version of you, like, at all? Like, maybe it's an animal of some sort? Because I've seen some people do that. I mean, honestly, your persona can be anything that represents you or how you want to be represented. Which my persona is just me. Obviously, I don't look this cute, but I have this kind of hair. My hair is a bit darker, but it's not that big of a deal to have the different shades. And then, yeah, but other than that, I feel like it's kind of me. I don't draw her in the clothes that I actually own, but I draw her in a style that I like. I have brown hair, I have brown eyes. So I feel like it's kind of just me. And the hairstyle, I have this hairstyle as well. It doesn't always look like this, like cute. But I think I mentioned this in the last video, but I recently cut my side bangs, and I really like putting little hair clips, because I have a lot of hair clips and they just don't end up getting used when I didn't have any sort of bang or nothing, because I didn't really have to pin back my hair. It was already pinned back behind my ears, but now I can just like pin it back with the things that I have, and I think it looks really, really cute. This is supposed to be a braid. I don't really know how to draw braids though. I kind of just do like a heart shape over and over again, and it gives like the silhouette of a braid, even though I don't really know how to draw like the intricacies of a braid. But I wear braids often, like especially before I go to bed, because it's like a protective hairstyle, I guess. At least it's supposed to be, at least I think it is. And then now let's move on to the clothes and the strawberry, which I think I'll actually do now because I'm gonna color the strawberry. I think this is good red color. This is oh, it's on the cap. T239. Yes. Oh wait. T234. This one? Oh, this looks like orange, but it's, I guess, red, which that's not completely out of the ordinary. To have the cap color doesn't really actually match the color that it comes out to be, which I'm used to, especially with alcohol markers. That's how it always is. Okay. Cute. Oh, I just realized it covered my sketch a little too well. I forgot what I had there. I think it was a strawberry too. Let's just put a strawberry hair clip there. I think it was a strawberry. Okay, and I think this color should be good for the shading, maybe. Okay, I think this is a good color. Hold on. I have a tendency to just grab the marker without actually looking at what color it is. This one is T534. So yes, this one. Okay, I think that should be good. And I'll use the T566. I think that's here. This one. To shade the leaves. This is a bit off topic, but I just thought of it now. I've been thinking, a lot of people have been asking me, not just recently, but like in the past few months, I guess, like just in general, people have asked me if I do commissions or if my commissions are open, and I don't have commissions currently. And my reasoning before was basically I just didn't want to have my art to become like an income, because then I feel like I could just get caught up in it and it becomes like a job, and I didn't want that to happen. So I always just completely said no to the idea of doing what's called commissions. But now I'm actually thinking of starting maybe doing it at least in the summertime when I have a little bit more time, because during school I don't have time to draw, enough time to draw. That's why I don't really accept art trades during that time, or if they're reaching out to me, I just tell them that maybe it's gonna take longer, and usually they're fine with that, and I appreciate that, because I don't want to rush doing doing an art trade with somebody and then it doesn't turn out cute and it's not my best work, and then, you know, it's just like, what's the point of doing the trade? Okay, now to color the top, which I actually don't know what color I could do. I think I'll do this one. This was 310. Yeah, it's like a light pink color. I think this will be cute. Lately I've been really liking like these puffy like princess sleeves, like puffy sleeves and bloomers and layering, and these boots that have like leggings on them. If you follow me on Pinterest, you'll probably see that like a consistent theme in my art, because I use a lot of that. Like, I use these on the feet, especially during the winter time, which is now. It's kind of perfect for winter outfits. I don't own like a pair of Ugg boots or a boot with this kind of silhouette. Okay, and then for the other shirt, I think it's just gonna be yellow. I feel like that's kind of fun if I did a yellow. If I did a light yellow, like TO10. I also really like the pink and yellow color scheme. Pink and yellow, pink and green, pink and blue. I just really like pink. Which, I don't know if any other pink stands out there. Pink goes with every single color in the rainbow and outside the rainbow. Pink and brown, pink and orange, pink and red, depending on the shade of it. But like look at this, pink and red, pink and red. I don't know, it depends on the shade, but typically pink and red look really nice together. Pink and orange, pink and yellow, pink and green, pink and blue, pink and purple, pink and pink, pink and black. What other colors there? Pink and brown, pink and gray, pink and white. There's like so many colors out there, and pink goes with almost every single one of them. I can't say the same thing about every other color in the rainbow. Not every color looks good together there. Besides maybe, no, literally, I can't think of anything. Maybe I'm just biased because I like pink, but I feel like pink is just the supreme color. It's just the best color out there. And I feel like this is really common, but I used to be such like, ew, pink is so gross, like blue is the best color, like I'm so different. Blue is a nice color, it is, but like I was just like so against pink for no reason, and like especially in middle school, I was such like I was so cringe. I was so cringe. But anyways, I think I'm done with this. I'll find like a shading color to shade this one. Like, I actually don't know what I could use. Oh wait, T2A8, which is that this one? No. Yes, this one. Does this look good? Oh, I guess so. That works. Like I was saying, pink is honestly like a really good color, and it's okay if you don't like pink, but I really like it, and so obviously everything that I draw, it's so rare for me to not have pink somehow incorporated in the drawing. I just think it's a really cute color, and it's obviously my favorite color. But you can enjoy pink, and that's fine. What's your guys' favorite color? If you want to drop down below. I sound like such a YouTuber when I say that stuff. Like and subscribe. Sounds kind of funny. But honestly, when YouTubers say stuff like that, I'm actually like, oh, okay, might as well. When they like ask a question, I know it's just for like engagement, like they just want engagement, so they say that stuff. They don't actually, some people don't actually care, but I don't know, I still do it because it's interesting to see like other people. Like I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I really like learning new things, and including people. Like I like learning new things about people, and I like learning things in general. So like finding people's hobbies or like their interests, I find that super interesting and fun. Like when I meet somebody new and they have like a really cool interest, or maybe they have a really basic interest. I don't know, I just really like learning about people and learning about things in general. That's why I feel like school is kind of fun. I don't know, I kind of like school a little bit. Not math though, not math. I'm doing math this semester and I'm a little bit scared. Because I'm really bad at math. I'm really bad at math, and it's not funny. It's actually not funny. Okay, I think that's good for that, and I think I'll line it with either colored pencil or just do it with my regular liner or lining. Okay, that's how it's looking so far. I really like the lineless art style. I don't know, it looked like if I squint my eyes, I like how I can see the blocks of shapes. Okay, and then we move on to this one, which I don't know if I'll film the entire process of me doing it because it might take too long, but I guess we'll see. Okay, back to the coloring. This is the right one. Yes. I keep checking if I'm using the right marker. Honestly, it doesn't really matter because, like I said, you could literally just cover your mistakes, which is such a nice thing about acrylic markers. And I actually, when I first got these, I was literally thinking about like ways I could use it, because like I said, I usually use it for like details and stuff like that, and I feel like if I used it to do like fashion drawings, I have a few examples here. This one, like how it's just a regular standing pose and then an outfit on top. Where is it? Is it? Okay, hold up. This one, regular standing poses, outfit on top. I feel like what would be interesting, an interesting way to use these, is to like do a sketch of like a base and then just use the acrylic markers to kind of draw the outfit on top. And then boom, you got the, you have like, you don't have to worry about erasing the sketch or erasing the body under. You just draw these on top and then it'll cover it. And it's kind of perfect. I hope the lighting is still good, because the sun is going down. That's okay. Especially because it's wintertime, the sun goes down earlier. Which personally I kind of like, but because I like the winter time, but I don't know. The sun goes down just a little bit too early for me, because then like the sun goes down and then I feel like I need to go to sleep and it's 5 o'clock. Okay. Good for the skin. I'm gonna use this one, I believe. Yes, this one. I need to remember the pen or the marker I'm picking up. Just using this to blend. I really like that technique, okay? I'm sorry, whoever used that, I wish I could credit you. But I don't know. I did see it, like I said, in a Just Me art video. I think she did a similar technique. I don't think she created it, but if she did, then credits to her. I don't know, it's so smart. It's so smart. Okay. Because like I said, I've used I used watercolors before. I have watercolors, and I use them quite often. So this is like the perfect technique for me to like kind of get me a little bit more comfortable with using these, because I'm not used to using these at all. But they're really useful. I don't know if it's like a new thing. I feel like only in like recent years did these become really like really popular, like really common to use. So that's how I figured them out. Like that's how I found them out. And then it's so crazy to me that I was like being reached out by them. That's so crazy to me, but this one. But I'm really grateful for that. Okay. I said before, I mean, it's like a opportunity to make content and an opportunity for me to try something new. And probably in the future I'll buy more. If I end up really like using these often, I'll probably buy more. But this is good. Like this is a pretty good set to get because it has a lot of like a wide range of colors. And I think they might have a pastel set if you want more lighter colors. But I think this is a good set to start off with. But if you're not totally sure if you like alcohol markers, they do have smaller sets like the one I showed that I got. That was the 30 colors set. That doesn't have as much colors, but it's still enough. It's still enough to like test them out and see if you like them, which is really nice. Also, I didn't even say this in my last video, but Happy New Year. I don't know how I didn't say that in my last video. Like, girl, it's the new year and not say anything. It's very exciting. I'm curious to see what this year will hold. What will happen this year? What will happen to me? That sounds kind of ominous. Nothing bad, I hope. But I have quite a few New Year's resolutions, as I do every year. And it's pretty common to have New Year's resolutions. But I feel like I always just make the list kind of long. Just because I want to put everything there, and then when I recheck on it, like mid-year check, then I'm like, oh yes, I remember when I wanted to do that. And then it's kind of like rediscovering what I liked before. But this year, I have a few like main ones, which is to like read my Bible more, but like study it and be more biblically knowledgeable, because I feel like if I'm going to have a platform and going to make art for God, then I kind of need to know what I'm talking about, because I feel like a lot of people get into my comments on Pinterest, and it's not very often that it happens, but sometimes it will happen that someone will go in my comments and they'll comment something because either it's rude or a question, or it's like, yeah, kind of most of the time it's like question, or they're just saying something, and I really want to like be able to respond back in a way that's that reflects my life as a Christian and reflects Jesus and reflects my knowledge of the Bible. I can't be a Christian and not know what I'm talking about, so I want to have sound biblical knowledge. So that is something that I'm definitely working towards this year, as well as just reading it more often and praying more often, because there is power in prayer, and I feel like I just neglect my prayer life so often. And it's important to do that too, as much as reading the Bible, because they're both communication with God. So yeah, I encourage you to read your Bible and pray. And even those who are not Christian, that watch my content, I also encourage you to go read the Bible, because most of the time people will just read it out of curiosity, and I encourage that too. If you have questions or if you're just curious, I suggest reading. And for the new Christians, I suggest reading maybe from I don't know why I put the marker on it. I suggest reading from the New Testament first. I really like the Gospel of John, and just all the Gospels in general. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Those are the 4 Gospels. And then there's Acts and Romans, which I'm rereading Acts right now. I'm going through the New Testament again. I reread often because the cool thing about the Bible is that you can read it over front and back so many times, and you'll still find something new every time you read it. And that is so true. I've read Acts so many times. I've read the Gospels so many times. Yeah, I still find something new, and also my memory is really bad, so I tend to forget a lot of things. But like when I'm reading, I'm like, whoa, Jesus is so cool. Like, I can't. I'm such a fangirl for Jesus, y'all. Yeah, I suggest reading in the Gospels and then just finish reading the New Testament, because the Gospels really shows the life of Jesus, how he acted, what he said, what he stood for, and also fulfills a lot of prophecies that were in the Old Testament, which I find is really cool. One thing is when I read the Bible and there's like references to the Old Testament, or like there's like little hidden Easter eggs, I love that so much. I literally eat it up every single time. I have one of those Bibles that have like little notes, like they put like a little A or a B or a C, and then at the bottom it shows like where that verse is referencing or what it means or whatever like that, and that is so useful. So I definitely would recommend getting a Bible that has one of those. Or hold up, let me concentrate because I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. Anyways, like getting a study Bible, because that'll help you understand the Bible better, and that's what I actually plan on doing. Getting a study Bible, so like I said, I can read and understand it better and know my Bible better and be able to like reference passages easily, which is what I really admire about other people, when they're able to just like pull out a Bible verse for any situation. That is so cool. You guys are so cool if you're able to do that. You're awesome. Another New Year's resolution that I have is to like be more flexible. To like get more flexible, I guess. Not necessarily be more flexible, but get more flexible. Because I am so stiff. Like, as any artist is, I have a shrimp back when I draw. My posture is so terrible. Especially because when I draw, I'm not really my most comfortable position is to be like that. So my posture is really bad, and my back is always in such a bad position, and I kind of get back pain sometimes. And so when I'm stretching, I feel like I'm just so stiff in my back, which I am. So getting flexible is definitely something I want to do. And I feel like I can do as long as I'm like being consistent in my stretches. I also really want to get stronger, but I know that it takes a lot of work and time, so I didn't put that officially on my list. But it's definitely something that I wish I could be. I just wish I could be stronger. I feel like I'm just so weak, especially in my arm. So that's really unfortunate. And like, I really admire, especially the women that have like, they're jacked. Oh my gosh, guys, please. I don't like working out. I don't like the gym, so I don't think I could ever be like that. But oh, maybe one day. I hope the lighting is good, because the sun is like not visible. I think it might be too dark. Let me turn on a lamp of some sort, and yeah. Okay, I turned on the light. I don't know if that's good. Like, I feel like it'll just glare. Okay, I'm gonna keep it anyways, because the sun is eventually gonna go down, and it's kind of cloudy today, so it's already not the greatest. So it kind of sucks about only doing based on the daylight. It's like, I'm solely relying on the daylight. I hope this video won't be too long, because I feel like my videos are way too long. And I honestly haven't checked my statistics to see how long people are watching, but knowing how terrible most people's like attention spans are. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but because of like the age of what's it called? Social media and scrolling, I feel like a lot of people have bad attention spans. I realize that most of the time, if my videos are too long, maybe people won't watch all the way. And I kind of just make videos for fun, so it doesn't bother me too much. But I don't want to make content and nobody's watching because it's too long. But if you actually do end up watching the entire thing, or if you just like to have it on as background noise, that's also really nice. I do the same thing when I'm drawing, either traditionally or digitally when I don't really feel like listening to music. I'll put on a YouTube video, like a video summary or a video essay sometimes, of whatever topic I'm interested in, or like I said, I like learning new things, so even if I know nothing about the topic, I'll just watch the video and then I'll learn something new. And also potentially forget it, because my memory isn't the best. That's okay. Okay, I'm either going to like speed this part up or just color the rest of this, because I feel like it's kind of boring, and then yeah, and then I'll either go back to normal or I'll just like clip to me finishing this up. And yeah, I wish I could show like everything, but I think it's just taking so long. Maybe I just need to quiet, like maybe I just need to close my mouth. Just a thought. And then maybe I would actually get stuff done. But okay, I'll complete this already. Okay, I finished coloring everything. Oh my gosh, the lighting is so bad. I wish it was better. I finished coloring everything. But I will stop the recording. I'll line everything and then I'll get back. But I think I'm going to line with colored pencil because I really like how it looks like so far, and I don't want to be too harsh with black line art. So yeah, and then I'll do like the finishing details and everything, and hopefully that won't be too long, and I'll try to fix the lighting better, put another light or something like that, because obviously it'll be dark by the time I finish everything else. So yeah, I'll get back to you then. Okay, I finished off camera because I ended up calling a friend and then I got carried away and was just doing it. So I ended up like completing the rest off camera, and I ended up using, I was using the clips to keep it down without me holding it because it did curl up the pages. But that is the finished piece. I don't know if you can see well. I tried to turn on another light, so maybe you can see a little bit better. But I really enjoyed working with these. Like, it was genuinely so fun. And yeah, I just, it was my first time kind of using them, so I was a little bit nervous and scared to start off with. But I think they're pretty forgiving because, like I said, you can kind of fix your mistakes. And because of the colors, hold up, let me pin this down. Because of the colors that they had, I felt like I just was able to create something I really enjoyed. I especially like this one. Like, I love the tights that I drew, and I think this is gonna be like more of an official design for her, because I just really love these like shoes and these tights and like the hair. I feel like it's just so cute. Like, if I had this outfit in real life, absolutely. But I don't. And I think her face turned out really cute too. I really like how I drew the face here and how I colored everything else. I don't know. I think it turned out, it turned out cute to me. And I'll 100% be using these again. So I'm really thankful and grateful to Arrtx for sending this set to me. It's easy to store away, so I'm just gonna be putting it away where I keep the rest of my supplies. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I guess have a lovely day or night. And if you'd like to purchase these, I do recommend them. Like I said, they do curl up the pages, but if you're fine with that, or if you keep it pinned back when you're drawing, then you should be fine. But I just let the pages like curl up fine because I like how it adds a little bit of thickness when you close it. So that's a me problem, but I do think it's a good selection and it's a good pack to get. You don't need to get a bunch of other colors along with this. It's kind of like one purchase for this, and they're a really good brand. They're really high quality in my opinion. Has nice coverage. I hope you all have a lovely day or night, and thank you so much for watching again. Bye!